Let's open the book on this. Okay, here we go from the top. I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett.
Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett here in Portland.
All right, let's set the stage for this one. We're diving into some pretty serious stuff today, starting with Oregon's forced removal of the Sandy River Delta encampment. It's a big deal, right?
Absolutely. This happened back on October 1st. Over 30 residents were displaced, highlighting a huge systemic issue with homelessness here.
Yeah, and the Oregon Department of State Lands, or DSL, said they did it to prevent environmental harm. But honestly, these folks have been living there for years. It's not just an environmental issue, it's a human issue.
Exactly. And the proposals for tiny home shelters were rejected. Why not consider those? It's a solution that could bring some stability.
Totally. Plus, there were even memorials at the encampment, which shows how much it meant to the residents. It's just heartbreaking.
Okay, let's move on. Next up, we've got Oregon threatening federal prosecution over excessive force by federal officers. This one's got some depth to it.
Right. Attorney General Dan Rayfield and district attorneys have warned the Department of Justice about controlling their officers. They're citing incidents of excessive force during protests.
And they're even talking about prosecuting federal officers who don't follow state laws. That's pretty significant.
It sure is. Plus, a federal court ruled in favor of Oregon, stopping the National Guard from being deployed. It's a big win for the state.
But the surprising part is how federal agents operate without name badges, making accountability tricky, right?
Yeah, that's something to chew on, huh? All right, let's roll on. Next up, we're talking about Oregon taking legal action against the USDA over SNAP benefits for refugees.
So, Oregon and other states are suing the USDA because they removed SNAP benefits for refugees. It's a pretty serious accusation.
Definitely. The complaint says it violates legal exceptions under U.S. law. Up to 3,000 people in Oregon could be affected.
And it's not just about food assistance, it's about the humanitarian impact and the financial burden on the state.
Yeah, and if New York has to maintain benefit levels, they could face costs up to $1.2 billion. Can you believe that's even a thing?
All right, on to the next. Portland Starbucks baristas are striking over wage disputes amid national labor tensions.
Yeah, they've been on strike since mid-November over labor practices and wages, and it's part of a larger movement nationwide.
And it coincides with Starbucks Red Cup Day, which is like super strategic. They're really making a statement.
Definitely. Plus, Starbucks has over 500 labor law violations. That's wild. And don't forget the CEO's compensation being 6,666 times the average worker. That's a curveball.
Okay, let's keep this going. Last up, we've got a contentious Portland City Council meeting about detention center fees.
Councilors Angelita Murillo and Mitch Green have proposed a fee on detention centers to cover city costs. It sparked a heated debate.
Right. And while the Democratic Socialists of America support it, some activists worry it might create a pay-to-play system.
And then there was this disruption by a right-wing live streamer, Tommy Allen, with his pro-Trump rhetoric. That's a story worth telling.
And that's where we'll leave it for now.
That's all for today from Laid Back Local, the news of the day, with Leah and Garrett in Portland. Have a great day, and join us again tomorrow.